wait to wear this on my skin. It's making my mouth water. Elderly gentleman who smokes cigars and listens to jazz. I can feel a color or I can smell a color. Guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a very special video. We are going to be going through the Replica Maison Margiela fragrance wardrobe, and I am super excited about this. You guys know that I'm a bit of a fragrance aficionado, but Replica fragrances are a line that I have not delved into too much, though I know so many of you all love them. So they sent over this wonderful collection of 10 fragrances to me in PR. Now I always like to blanket these type of review videos with, y'all know that I am real. I don't care whether I'm gifted something, purchase it with my own money. I'm always going to be 100% honest. I did a whole playlist where I talked about PR items that worked for me and some didn't. I don't think that my opinion is the be all end all, so I may love something, you may dislike it, and vice versa, but that's okay. That's why these videos, in my opinion, are on this platform, to just get a greater wealth of knowledge about what product that you're seeking knowledge on. So I'm excited to go through Replica fragrances. I have tried a few. I do own 2 miniatures, and if they're in here, we will talk about them. So if you guys have been wanting to delve into the world of Maison Margiela Replica fragrances, then please keep watching. Okay, so they sent me these in PR, like I said. Oh, excuse me, this is called a memory box. So it says, discover 10 mini genderless fragrances that transport you to treasured moments of the past. Indulge in your perfect scent or make your own scent memory by layering different fragrances. For example, pair Lazy Sunday Morning and By the Fireplace for your own unique replica scent. First of all, I love that they included this because I have tried some of these replica fragrances at Sephora. Some of them just didn't speak to me because they were a little too light, but I had no idea that they are meant to be layered. Now I'm glad that I read that because I'm going in with the expectation that I might not like everything on its own, but if I layer these scents, they may give me a different kind of scent vibe. Let's get into this discovery memory box while I tell you guys a little bit about Maison Margiela fragrances. Maison Margiela Fragrances is a brand that sells candles, diffusers, bath and body, and fragrances. Some of their top sellers are scents that you all probably know and love, such as Replica Jazz Club, Replica Bubble Bath, Replica Fireplace, and Replica Sunday Morning. Maison Margiela was founded in 1988 by Belgian designer Maison Margiela, the Paris-based fashion house that is synonymous with uniquely unconventional principles and a philosophy in which deconstruction and heritage go hand in hand to create designs that showcase fashion as an art of meaning rather than a cult or personality. So first off, I just love reading about the different fragrance houses because it kind of puts me in the mind of what to expect. So already I know some of these are gonna make me smile and light my eyes up because they are nostalgic, and you all know that I love a good nostalgic moment, darling. I love a fragrance that can take me back to a place or time, and that is what replica fragrances do. So all of these scents have a different story, if you will. So I do encourage you, if you like what I have to share about each fragrance, to go online and learn more about why they were created and a little bit of backstory. So let's get started. I'm gonna go in no particular order, just write down my scent memory box. So our first fragrance is Replica Jazz Club, and this is one of the most popular scents ever. I don't think I've really sat with it to see like what it actually smells like, other than trying it out of the bottle, like putting it to my nose in Sephora. Okay, so Jazz Club to me, this is a scent that I would wear to a cigar lounge. It smells like a fine elderly gentleman who smokes cigars and listens to jazz, and he wears a top hat and an overcoat. Like, that is definitely the imagery that I get in my head. Apparently I like that. It's definitely a spicy, woodsy, maybe even amber fragrance. Definitely masculine. I like this, but I think I would have to mix it with something a bit sweeter to really enjoy it. So maybe something with a bit of vanilla, because it's very spicy and woodsy. Maybe even I'm smelling a little bit of vetiver. I don't dislike it, but like I said, now that I know these fragrances are meant to be layered, I can see me liking that, layering it with something a bit more sweet and feminine. Next fragrance is, oh, it's hard to see, Replica Lazy Sunday Morning. And I'll be putting pictures of the actual bottles on the screen so you guys can see what they look like. I do like how the bottles look so simple and unique. I really enjoy that. Okay, this is a very soft, clean citrus scent. Think cotton, think a clean home, think waking up in a hotel and being able to have a lazy Sunday morning. I do still smell a woodsy scent note in here. Definitely not my favorite scent. Once again, I think it's missing a floral or a sweetness to it. But now that I know that this can be layered with something, I understand why Replica fragrances always seem so minimal to me. You guys know that I love a complex, deep, sexy scent, and they never really gave me that. But now I know why. So this is cute. This is definitely more of a signature scent if you're into that kind of thing. This is a scent that you could wear to the office, to church. It's very non-offensive. It's very unisex. As it dries down, it gets a little soapy. It smells like clean skin. This is pretty. Definitely not something that I love, but I understand that there are people who love a good clean scent. So that is Replica Lazy Sunday Morning. Okay, our next fragrance is Under the Lemon Trees. And I believe this is a newer variety that I have smelled briefly in Sephora, just through the bottle. Okay, very tart. This is a citrus, think lemon, bergamot, green notes. I like this, especially as we're in spring right now. I really love a bright, bursting, exuberant citrus scent. And it's so funny because when I tried this out of the bottle at Sephora, I was not very fond of it. But now I'm growing to understand citrus fragrances so much more. And I really love this. It's making my mouth water because it's so tart and citrusy. Yeah, once again, another wonderful androgynous scent. It's very lemony, bergamot, maybe even a bit of mandarin orange. It's very zesty and tart. So if you are not into that scent profile, this won't be for you. But I like it. This is great for a really hot day when you don't want to do too much with your fragrance, but you could also mix this with something and get a really nice creation. Under the Lemon Trees. I like that a lot more than I thought I would. Okay, the next fragrance is By the Fireplace. And I would say, with exception of Lipstick On, which was probably the most popular feminine scent from back in the day, like before I was even working in Sephora, I loved that one. This is probably the second most popular one, Replica By the Fireplace. And I sprayed it on myself. And I know so many of my girls really enjoy this, like Coco McQueen. Ooh, okay. Okay, this is sexy. This is definitely my scent profile. So this is sweet, amber, vanilla, woodsy. There's some deeper notes. It's a little spicy, but not like Jazz Club. This is like what I was missing from Jazz Club. So if you like Jazz Club, but you find that it's a bit too spicy and masculine, try By the Fireplace. It just smells like you're gonna cozy up under a blanket with like a cigar or a glass of cognac or just something cozy, even hot chocolate, but something that's reminiscent of being in the mountains. And since I love going to the mountains, this totally takes me to a place in time, and I love this. Yeah, it's smooth, it's creamy, it's vanillic, maybe a little ambery. It's very unisex, I believe. Yeah, I can't wait to wear this on my skin. It smells like fallen leaves on the ground. This is really, really nice. This is the first scent that I've smelled so far that I think you wouldn't have to layer. The other ones, at least in my opinion, were missing a little something something on the edge, but this one is like complex and well-rounded. I can't wait to wear this on my skin. So once again, that is Replicas by the Fireplace. And smelling it on paper, I definitely now see why people love it so much. But I will say, once again, these are just my first impressions, and fragrances smell different on paper than they do on my skin. So after I film a video like this, whatever scent that I love the most, I'll spray it on my skin to see how it wears. And that kind of lets me know which fragrance I'll want to purchase. So far, By the Fireplace, she's winning, or he, because it's definitely an androgynous scent. Okay, next up we have Replica Bubble Bath. This is another one that lots of women really enjoy. Lots of my buddies on social media. Okay, this reminds me of Lazy Sunday Morning, but it is a bit sweeter. It has some floral notes in it. This really does smell like a bubble bath. It's clean, it's fresh, it's floral. It's a bit more feminine than Lazy Sunday Morning. Ooh, and as it dries down, I'm getting like a fresh laundry scent, and you guys know that I love that. This is beautiful. I have a friend who owns this scent, or at least loves it, and I never understood the appeal. So I would also say, if you're ever in Sephora and you're smelling these fragrances, if you think you may like something, spray it on a tester paper or your hand, because some of these scents out of the bottle, when I've smelled them in store, I'm like, yeah, no, but now I'm like, oh, I really enjoy that. Bubble Bath is a soft, pretty, light, floral, fresh scent. This would be a great signature scent, a great everyday scent, wear to work, wear to church. Very non-offensive. It's light and airy. Simple, but I don't think that you need to mix this with anything unless you just really want to. I also think it's so light, if you mix it with something, you may not be able to discern a lot of these notes, but I love this. Is it something I necessarily need in my collection? Probably not, but I could see this in like a candle or a diffuser in your bathroom. Yeah, this is really pretty. So once again, that is Replica Bubble Bath. Next up, we have Replica Autumn Vibes. Now, I did try this last year and I was not a fan of it. It smelled too masculine and I don't know. Yeah, it's very spicy and like vetiver-y and woodsy, and it's just, this is definitely a masculine forward scent. Maybe I would enjoy this mixed with something a bit more sweet and feminine, but no, this is very spicy and earthy. I think that's the note that I'm not very into. It's got to have like a vetiver. It's very earthy. So yeah, she's not a winner in my book, but I could see you mixing this with something and making it a bit more my style. But if you love like an earthy, spicy scent, you'll love Autumn Vibes. What? Did I do something wrong? I got all these great tips from watching 10-second videos so I can look like my favorite beauty guru. Yay! Don't have your makeup looking like that when you could have your makeup looking like this. With my help, of course, you can get this look or any preferred look that you would like. Check out my website for makeup consultations, skincare consultations, also a makeup one-on-one class and a group masterclass that meets monthly. I'm so excited to offer these products to be able to help you all achieve the look that you desire and to help provide lots of great product recommendations. So check out my website. Don't look like me before. Be beat, polished, and beautiful. Slay your day effortlessly, and I'm here to help you do so. Ting! Okay, Sailing Day. This is one that my friend has. I've never really sat with it though, so I'm excited to see what it's like. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, this reminds me of something else. This is very nostalgic to like my childhood, and I can't put my finger on what it smells like, but this is my childhood. It has to be a scent from Bath and Body Works, because at that time I wasn't buying fine fragrances. This smells like something from Bath and Body Works, like way back in the day, like almost 3 decades ago if I was a child. Yeah, this is nice. So this is a citrusy green, fresh, light scent. It has a cold nature about it. It's very pretty. It's very effortless. In the same category as Lazy Sunday Morning. But this, something is like sharp about it. It smells cold, and I don't know how to describe what a fragrance smells like when it smells cold, but this is it. I have this weird thing called synesthesia where I have the mix of senses. So like I can smell a feeling, and I can feel a color, or I can smell a color. I know it's very weird, but it's a thing. I'll leave an article down below. Yeah, this smells very beautiful. Does it have Lily of the Valley? It's like tart a little bit. It just puts me in the mind of like metal in a weird, really unique way. This is definitely a fresh, aquatic, mildly citrus scent. It probably even has some white florals in it, but they're very, very light. I like this, but it's very soapy and clean. So it's not anything that I would purchase because I really like deeper, heavier scents, but this is pretty. I definitely understand why people enjoy this for sure. That was Replica Sailing Day. Okay, we're down to the wire, through the liver to the wall. Okay, this next fragrance, y'all, I can't see, is When the Rain Stops. Okay, let's give her a go. Okay, this is like bubble bath or sailing day for a man. It's clean and fresh, but it's spicy. It's not sweet at all. It's a little tart. So you know how men have those aquatic scents, like especially from back in the day, like Jupe or something like that. There was another blue one, I can't think of it. This is definitely like that, a spicy, fresh green scent. Now I'm smelling like licorice. I'm not sure why. Yeah, there's something unique about this. It's definitely not my type of scent though, but I could see men really enjoying this. It kind of smells like fresh, intense, very fragrant soap. Just that type of clean. But yeah, I smell licorice for some reason. I'm not sure. But once again, this is Replica When the Rain Stops. Next baby we have is Replica Beach Walk. And this is one that I know and love. This was actually the first scent that Replica sent to me in PR. And at first I was like, oh, this is just your typical sunscreen beach scent. But I really, really enjoy this because it's like creamy and sweet. This smells cold as well. If you've tried Replica Beach Walk, do you see how it smells cold? I don't know if that's just me and my synesthesia, but this smells cold to me. It's beautiful, it's fresh, it has white florals maybe, it's coconutty, like coconut water, it's very aquatic. This is a scent of vacation for sure. I bring this with me on vacation because they gave me like a little miniature bottle. It doesn't have the best longevity, but if you spray it on your clothes, it lasts a lot longer. Yeah, and I'm actually looking at it. I have it over there on my backup fragrance shelf. But definitely try this on your skin because when I received my bottle, I was like, oh, it's cute. But it's like every other beachy scent. But when I wear it on my skin, it is a bit different. It has more floral notes and I really, really enjoy this. Yeah, Beach Walk I love, 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 but I knew I was gonna love that. Once again, that's also a unisex scent. Okay, our last fragrance is Springtime in the Park. This is another fragrance that I tried twice in Sephora. Clearly, I'm always in Sephora, I know, because I love fragrance and I have a bit of a problem, but that's okay. There are other worse problems to have, right? Yeah. So Springtime in the Park is one that when I first tried it, I was like, I don't know. The second time I tried it, I loved it a lot more. So let's see what I think about it now. This is pretty. You see how it made my face light up? This is, ooh, it almost smells like bubblegum. This is sweet, floral, and angelic. It's like, I love this. This also smells very nostalgic back to my childhood. I don't know what fragrance that is. Maybe it has like a sweet pea or a peony note in it. I'm not sure. But it's like a fresh floral. A clean, sweet floral. I almost smell a little bit of bubblegum, so it makes me wonder, is there tuberose in here? It's soapy, clean, fresh, sweet, and floral. It just makes you happy. This is really, really nice. Replica Springtime in the Park. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty, it's bright. This scent I think could stand alone. It's a little sweet, but not too sweet. You know what it reminds me of? It almost reminds me of deodorant. Now, not in a bad way, but you know how they make floral deodorants that are still very fresh, so they don't like make you smell like a pile of roses or something? That's what this smells like to me, but in the best, fresh, uplifting way. And I love it. This is really, really pretty. Definitely white florals, but it's very fresh. Okay. Love that. So of these 10 that I tried, I would say that my favorites are definitely By the Fireplace and Springtime in the Park. But if I could pick one, I would probably pick Springtime in the Park, and I'm going to spray this on my skin today. Reason being, I do own some fragrances that are similar to By the Fireplace, but I have nothing similar to this. And there's something that's so beautiful and angelic. It's definitely a pretty girl scent without being too intense. I love this. Springtime in the Park. It's definitely a clean, floral, uplifting, feminine scent. Yeah, that surprised me a lot. So Springtime in the Park is my favorite, and then my second best is Replica by the Fireplace. So guys, that's all I have to share in this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Have you tried Replica fragrances? Have you seen them at Sephora and wanted to give them a try? Or do you own some? And if so, which are your favorites? I know a lot of my girls that I follow who are content creators love By the Fireplace, and I definitely now see why. But this Springtime in the Park is just uplifting and cute. And it definitely takes me back to a point in my childhood. So I love it for that. Thank you once again for Replica Fragrances for sending over this fragrance memory box. By the way, there was no posting requirement for me. I did not have to do this video, but I love to make these videos to serve as information for you guys. If you ever want to go back to Replica Fragrances, maybe you'll remember this video, maybe you'll save it for later. I really enjoyed this. I enjoy being able to test fragrances in the privacy of my home, because in store I just feel like I have to commit to a purchase then. So I love that fragrance brands have discovery sets. It's a great way to delve into their fragrances without the commitment, and you can kind of see what works for you, what wears well on your skin, what mixes with your body chemistry, or in this case, which fragrances mix well together. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.